Hello everyone, this is what we're dealing with here. I have a 2003 Ford F-150 that is functional, operates, but the main issue that I want to address with my car is the rusted roof. Now from a standing view you can see the rust, and the main reason why I want to make this video is because there are other videos that talk about patching rust that include welding, and others that may include non-welding, but they're mostly out for the side of vehicles. And I haven't seen any that address the roof of vehicles. And so that's the main reason why I wanted to make this video, is to have a no-weld, inexpensive solution to rust on the roof. So having said that, let's go take a closer look at the roof itself. So here is the roof itself. Excuse my shadow, but you can see that it has a lot of rust issues. The main stronger rust issues exist in these channels here, and then here where the water pools at the end, and you can see that pretty much at each one of those channels they have really extensive rusting. And if you take a closer look, you can see that it's already flaking, and the paint is gone, and so it's pretty extensive rust. Here was a previous hole, and there's another patch as well. I'll talk about that in a second. These areas in between, the rust isn't as bad. It hasn't really gone through the metal extensively, but at the same time I want to address that. So there are a few other issues on the other side, and we'll go take a look at that. So here's the roof from the other side. Now I've made these previous patches here, and this one actually has fared pretty well. And so I plan to keep that in place. Both of these patches were done with using a product called JB Weld, and specifically it's called Steel Stick, and it's a solid putty that is activated when you massage it, and then you can mold it into any shape you want, and it sticks to a lot of materials, obviously steel, wood, plastic. And I did these repairs or patches about 6 to 8 years ago, and actually they've held up very well. So I'm very impressed and pleased with the product. I'm going to add just a little seam around here just to make sure that this is nothing is going to get underneath after I rust treat the whole roof. I will take that other patch off because you can see it's loose, and see how I address that. So, but very impressed with that patch and that product. Now, the only other concern that I have to deal with is that at the top of the windshield is this weather strip, and I don't think it's functional in the sense of keeping out the water. I think the windshield is sealed separately, but it does serve a certain function. However, you can see right here that the rust has gotten underneath, and so what I'm leaning towards doing is to replace that weather strip, and to address the rust and treat it, and then get a new one. These, I believe, are just about $18. So, and it's fairly easy fix, I believe. We'll find out. But in short, what I plan to do is to clean the roof, treat the rust, patch that hole, and then give it a very simple paint, like a spray paint. And again, the goal of this is to use products, everything about less than $100, and something that will extend the function of this roof for another few years. And of course, I'm not too concerned about the cosmetics because, first of all, it's a roof. No one really is looking up on a truck roof. And then the other thing is that, it's an older car. So no one's using this car for aesthetic reasons. So that's where we are. And we'll go on to the next step. So we're back at the roof, and I removed this patch, but as you can see, there is a hole here in the top of my roof, and so that'll be one of the primary concerns of this treatment. So the product that I'm going to use is this Rust-Oleum. Now there are other products out there like POR 15 and Eastwood, which I think have a very good reputation, but a little bit more expensive. This was relatively cheaper than those products, and Rust-Oleum is a brand name that I think everyone recognizes. So again, I'm just trying to extend this roof by a few more years. So this is the product we're going to use. Now this product and other rust treatment products suggest that you degrease the top, or excuse me, the metal. So they specifically had recommended that I use this product, Crud Clutter, albeit, hindsight, it is a Rust-Oleum product, but we're going to use this as a degreaser. I think there are other degreasers that you can use. So we're going to clean and degrease the top, and then after that, we're going to remove the topical rust with sandpaper, sanding block, and then wire brushes. So that's where we are now. And first degrease, and then treat, and then remove the rust with sandpaper and wire brushes. So after our cleaning and sanding and brushing, exposed 3 holes. Well, this one we knew was already existent, but you can see it's kind of obviously weak at 2 spots, and there's 2 holes over there. So after the sanding and scraping, here's the other hole that I've found, as well as I took the windshield molding off the top, and I found another hole. I don't know if you can see that, but I have to patch that as well. So I cleaned and sanded. Now I'm going to treat with this. I'm going to put down a tape barrier around the whole top, as well as just wipe up any of the loose dust particles, and then I'm going to apply 2 coats of this, and then we'll patch the holes. So I want to treat the rust first. And just to make a note, when we scrape, they say you don't have to go down to the paint, just get the rough rust off. This is supposed to bond with rust, so and I think a lot of the coatings do. So you just want to get kind of the top layer off, and then this will bond with it and make a protective layer. So this is the treated roof. I've allowed it to cure for about 4 days, but I'm pretty happy. It looks like it's a very durable, relatively thick cover, and it looks like it'll add really good protection. So I'm happy so far with how things are progressing. So next I will address the holes there, and then in front. And then we'll spray paint. Now, just follow directions about how soon you can spray paint. But it's been 4 days. The directions say wait till 3, so we're fine. But let's go address those holes. So again, back on the roof, here is one of the holes. It's actually 2 holes in this area. Again, this is treated, but what we're going to do to patch that is I'm going to rely back onto the previous product I'd used. It's called JB Weld Steel Stick. JB Weld makes a few products, but this is the product that I'm going to use. And so it's a solid putty that is in this tube, and what's going to happen is that I'm going to open it up, cut off a piece. I'm going to put the unused portion back in, and the piece that I'm going to use, you want to massage together. It's going to warm up, and then you have about 10 minutes before it starts to cure. So then you want to apply it. It's going to be very firm, a little rigid. It won't be loose, but it'll be enough pliable that you can, mold to any adaptation you want to. So I'm going to make a piece about that big and then just put it over there. And then it basically takes an hour to cure. And after that, about an hour, I'm going to spray paint. And then, except for the molding, will be done for the roof. So I'll go ahead and apply this JB Weld Steel Stick. And again, I had used that over here, and this lasted for at least 6 to 8 years. So I really believe in this product. And again, if you're in a situation where aesthetics aren't an issue, this is a solution that's pretty inexpensive and quick and very durable. Once you seal this back up, it'll keep, and you will use it again on the other application right there. Just got to massage these two epoxy pieces together to activate. So it's becoming the consistency of like a Play-Doh. Now we can see that it's pretty much uniform in color. So now we have about 5 to 10 minutes. And it takes an hour to cure. So just really pressing the edges, make sure the seam is really connected with the surface. Okay, so we'll let that set, and in an hour it'll be ready to paint. I'm gonna we'll do the next hole. So it's been an hour, and this is cured. Takes an hour, and it's hard. I had done the other piece. I tried to video it, but I forgot to press record. As well as this. You can see this piece right there. So all the holes have been plugged, and so next step is to to spray paint, so that's what we're going to do next. This is the product I'm going to use to spray paint the truck. It is a duplicolor, and this is supposed to match the original Ford, and it was this gray. So we'll see how it goes, but it's supposed to, duplicate the color that was original stock. So we'll see how it goes. So here's the finished product from the top. It looks pretty good. And here's finished product from side view. You can see from here the difference in the color, but this is a bit faded. For the most part, I'm pretty pleased with how the paint and the repairs went. And here's the view from the street where we started with, and it looks pretty good. I think it came out pretty well. I put the windshield molding on, a new one, and I think the roof might look better than my hood. That might be my next project, but I'm gonna call this a success. I sprayed it with water hose and I didn't see any leaks, so I think it's all sealed up. And anyway, if you like the video, then hit the like button. Thank you very much.